Harry, do you know how beautiful you are? Welcome on in. Gloober, thank you. I am mute, Nabil. Thank you for popping in. Aww. In the split moment before I said that, I wanted to say, thanks a ton, asshole. But that's not nice. I wanted to be nice. I have to work on being nice, so I stopped myself. But you're not an asshole. You really were just being incredibly helpful. I do appreciate it. But that was my knee jerk. It's a rough knee, let me tell you. Seeing a lot of nonsense. But you were just genuinely being helpful, so I appreciate that. Otherwise, I would have been muted for a long time. It's not like it's not happened before, that's for sure. That's why I'm glad I have a webcam. Miss you too, Nabil. I was talking about how I'm sick, but I'm not sick in a way that's cool, like Tony Hawk, but I'm sick in a way that's like I'm actually sick. Not like I don't feel bad, I feel fine. So I do not need your well wishes. Save them for someone else. I'm good. But my voice will sound stupid. Slightly sped up, yeah, just a little. Just a little sped up. It definitely would have been the a-hole thing to just let you go. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why I would say that, but that was the knee jerk. You barely know. This is pretty much how the game is normally played, yeah. Miss you too, Nabil. Do you have a Crown Meloetta? Oh my god, Nabil, you're the... I wanted to ask you this. I don't know why. I could just DM you. But did you get the Crown Meloetta? I hope you did. I'm actually going to quit Discord too. I'm just going to close out a bunch of stuff on my computer and hope that makes the internet better. We'll see. Dang, you didn't get it? Nabil, I got it though. If I could give it to you, Nabil, I totally would. Honestly, I really would. But I can't. I'm sorry. I thought of you as soon as I saw that there was a Crown Meloetta. I was like, oh. This is a shiny only run electric. So like the thumbnail suggests, we're all using shinies. This is all I got. Shinies. So a really cool deck for Meloetta. Nice. I run one with Mega Gardevoir that got me to Masters. That was fun. It's really good if you like, if you run a Psychic deck, you just run one copy of Meloetta as long as you're using a Peculiar Plaza, and that thing rips. It's really good at pulling cards if you need them. That's why I only run like one copy whenever I make a deck with it. Two, I feel like is always a little overkill. Thank you, yeah. Hopefully you get it soon. It's weird how I can control the game if I'm not clicked into the application, but it won't let me use like the shortcuts for the emulator. Like the ones that let me go faster and slower, and then the other one that lets me reset with one button. Ooh. Oh my god. We're hoping we don't see a shiny on accident. Because if we do, we have to leave it. Because if we're determined to get the shiny Togepi, and then I realize that we can't get a shiny here, we're not allowed. So if we accidentally find one, we have to just make it faint. We gotta knock it out. We have to send it on its way. I'm so sorry. You're quitting Pokemon? Why are you telling me? Thanks, I guess. That's like going into a church and saying, I'm not Catholic anymore. Why are you here? Oh, man. Thanks for letting me know, I guess. Do you want a free Rainbow Charizard? Sure. First, let me shove it up your butt. Brother, it isn't a job. At least that too, yeah. What are we doing? Putting in our 2-week notice? At least I've been saving glasses since that awful X set. and use them all in the set, so at least collecting points for the crown. Oh yeah, still, yeah, I get you. I feel like you open tons of cards, so hopefully you can still pack point it at any chance there. Yeah, no 2-week notice needed. Yeah. Clockie, the boss of Pokemon, not the company, but the concept. I wish I was the boss of Pokemon. I'd be getting paid right now. Ugh, man. Hopefully y'all had a good weekend. As you can tell, the sickness has raptured my voice into a different dimension, so I don't sound very different from what I normally sound like, I guess, but you'll notice a difference, I'm sure. What system is this? The 2 cutie for Udy. Pretty good console, I have to admit. It's a new device I just got on the internet. I actually kind of show you the deck if you enter set and have a look at it later on. Do I have like a sec? Yeah, sure. I'd love to take a look. You can DM me whatever, Nabil. Of course you can send me your deck. I'm no like perfect person when it comes to knowing how good a deck looks, but for me it's more about playing the deck. Like if I play a deck and I have fun with it, then in my opinion it's a good deck. It could suck, but as long as I have fun with it, then it's good. Like the Celebi deck is fun, but I wouldn't say it's good. The Celebi jugglers you can make right now, there's also sorts of different ways to set that up. And you know, none of them are particularly good, but they are fun. So yeah, I will not feel bad about seeing a green rat. I'll pummel that thing into the ground. Pummel? What region has the best decks? That's a good question. Probably okay. There's bias in this, but I'm gonna be honest, I think it's good bias regardless. Or regardless of bias, I'll even say. Gen 1. It set the tone, you know. I'm gonna be honest, I think Gen 1 has the best decks. It was all new. 151 is pretty wild to think about. Gen 1er. I don't know, it's set up the whole thing. But I don't know. I feel like everyone's gonna have bias with that question though. If we're not saying Gen 1, then we're saying Gen 5 for the same reason we're saying Gen 1. Nothing on that for a second. I do like Gen 1, but I think there's random spikes in difficulty. I find things like Dratini. It's called gambling. What do you mean it's hard? I just gamble. I know how to get Dratini. You gamble. As a kid, I gambled. I'll say it. I was gambling at the game corner trying to get Dratini. I was putting all my hard-earned coins into those machines and hoping for the best. We can tell. We can tell. Harry, no. Oh, Mia, what's going on? Welcome on in. You're coming into the midst of an intervention I didn't even know was happening, but I think I'm being interventioned right now about my gambling addiction. Unknowingly to me or anyone else, I think too. But I think this is what's happening right now, I think. We gambled last stream, and I guess I'm already addicted, so now we have to have an intervention for it. That's what happens. With bias is Gen 8. Bias is fair. That's the whole point of discussions like this. Gen 8 is good. I'm trying to think for all the Pokemon Gen 8. It's like 400, right? That's why like people are like, well, why can't they have every Pokemon in every game? And I'm like, isn't 400 a lot, man? Like, I think 400 is a lot. It's all relatively smooth and the designs are good, yeah. Because that seems to be the standard now for at least the Legends games, where it's like, we do, or like a lot of the games recently have all been like 400 Pokemon, right? That's been the cap they've had, and I'm all right with that. Yeah, 399 Pokemon and then Ledian. Man, I don't know. They had 800 in the tiny wimpy 3DS. They did. In the tiny wimpy 3DS, you're right. For me personally, I don't know, it'd be cool to have all of them in here, I guess, but I can understand them I think they wanted to scale back. Because if they kept going with just matching the amount, like I'm sure they could, but I don't think they want to, not just because of like work or whatever, but because of, I think it'd be a ridiculous amount. People would start losing track. Could you imagine having to catch them all in every generation? And it progressively, you have to catch the same Pokemon over and over again. I guess well, that's what we're already doing. But I can tell it's starting to get old for some people. And could you imagine if we just added to the number every time? It would definitely be old for people at this rate. Jess, what's going on? Welcome on in. What is that profile picture? We need Genesect to have a huntable shiny. That would be nice. I'm sorry. You're going to hear that. I'm sorry if you do. That's just going to be the thing. I need a macro is what I need. Yeah, good evening, Jess. Thanks for calling. I appreciate you. Get out of my way with your scary aura. I'm making a Medicham deck with regular Lucario. Ooh. Regular Lucario wouldn't be bad. The only way to add like energy to Medicham would be, or Medicham. You could do a fighting psychic energy deck, but if you're worried about consistency and just being able to at least use Mega Medicham or Medicham, however you say it. I feel like I keep saying it weird. Maybe you want to find a way to use it consistently regardless. I would just do fighting type energy only, and then use Giratina, like 2 copies of it, and then Peculiar Plaza. I would do 1 copy of Peculiar Plaza and then 1 copy of Leaf, because then in the event that you like it'll work for Giratina, but you really want the Plaza, because the Plaza is what lets you pivot Giratina if you want to use it as like a body blocker, and then you can use Dawn the same turn as the Stadium. Sometimes you don't always pull Giratina first, so I feel like you would want like a Leaf in a deck like that. So okay, wait, it is true. They finally designed new models for PLZA. They've been using the same models that they made in 2012 for X and Y, which is big pathets. I agree. Oh, hood shout. Some would say that's a certified hood classic, Nabil. Am I matching up the motion like with me going back and forth? So that's the opposite way. So I have to go like this. I can't even do it. Never mind. I cannot currently rub my belly and pat my head, alright? Nice, Harry. That's awesome. Congrats. Oh. Oh. There we go. Ignore the noises I make. That's a rat. Get out of my face, rat. I don't want to cook anything from you. Or for you. Or with you. And Giratina plus Dawn sounds cool if using your Steam for turn Pokemons plus Lucario. That's true. All I'm saying is it could be a fire. You could run. There was a deck that was popular, but it would probably be even more popular now. Is you could run Indeedee with what's it called? Mega Indeedee with Gallade, and that would probably be pretty good too. There's some plazas in there, so you can pivot like Indeedee into, because Mega Gallade only needs 1 retreat cost, I think. So it gets out of the way just fine, but I think the only thing is you need fighting energy, or no? Might be psychic, I don't know. No, I'm not sure. There's definitely some nonsense in there. But Mega Medicham is probably, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Medicham. I would probably use Giratina, like Peculiar Plaza, and Dawn with it. That way, if you can't set it up properly, at least you'll have fighting energy. And that'll work too. I'd probably run like 2 Plaza copies. I don't know if Lucario would be overkill, but you would almost run it like you would, like Lopunny. And Mega Lopunny decks are like somewhat successful. The issue is just Mega Lopunny getting set up, so I feel like you could probably do it more consistently with this. Is there a Meditite that has 50 health? Because if there is, you just run Lucia with it and stuff too. And then Giratina. And then randomly Giratina in there with like some plazas. You'd probably want 2 because you really want it at the same time, but like the plazas are kind of dead cards in your hand if you can't pull Giratina in time anyway. Or if it's on your bench, it's like useless. So that's why you probably only want like 1 copy of it, but 2 Giratinas. Probably like 2 Dawns. Not a lot of room for other stuff in that deck. You want at least like room for like a Cyrus in there probably too always, but and then maybe a Lucky Ice Pop. The training area would be sick. Like potentially if you set 2 Lucario up with Mega Medicham and you do the Dawn energy move, you could have at most, and this would never happen, but it could, 40, I'm thinking here, 180 damage, I guess. 190. 190. Wait, you could do 190 damage with training area. That knocks out Mega Altaria. Hold on. That knocks out a ton of Megas. Maybe you should try that out. Even if you only get 1 Lucario set, that's 170. Maybe you run the like red in that deck. In case you're wondering what I'm looking for on the Togepi, the colors swap. So when it's shiny, it should be blue on the right. I don't know if there's a faster way to do this, but this is the way I'm doing it, so. If anyone out there knows a faster way and has done this before, I guess let me know. It's only 10 from the stadium, just so you know. Yeah, 190, that's pretty good. But look, the stars would have to align so well for you to get that. But like with stage ones, that's not like the hardest thing to set up. I just wish there was a I don't know, I wish fighting types had better tools. I think that's what they lack right now, is like fighting types have like no support whatsoever. Except from like specific supporter cards. And Hiker. Oh, how could we forget Hiker? Hey, guess what? You can choose 4 cards. You can choose however many cards you have, depending on however many fighting types you have on the field. So if you got 3 out there, you can look at your top 3 cards in your deck and put them in whatever order you want. And that sounds cool, but then if you use a Pokeball or a research anyway, because that's the card you want right away the turn after, it shuffles the deck anyway. So it's like kind of useless. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Give it a wrench. That's what I'm saying. Give it a wrench. You can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench. It's lacking wrenches. That's what I'm saying. But can you dodge a shield on your left? Like Captain America shield? Ah. Overwatch? That game, I heard. I'm glad the new heroes are in the game, but I don't know. I can't help but sit and look at it and go, yeah, well. It's cool that there's a bunch of new characters. Oh, is that what we're referencing? No. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, is a reference to the movie Dodgeball. There's this guy there who's older, who's apparently I think a dodgeball guru, if I remember correctly. But he works at a junkyard, so randomly he just throws a wrench at one of the people there. And they get hit with it. And they're like, why'd you throw a wrench at me? And he goes, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Or something to that effect. It's been forever. I was talking about YouTube changing the wrench to a shield. Ah, okay. That makes sense. No, you guys are all shields now. Perks, what's going on? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Let me out. This is the hardest part of any reset. Getting out the door. How's it going, Corex? Thanks for popping on in. I'm gonna take a break. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Thanks a ton for being here. Hope you guys are excited for Pokobia. I'm pumped. I keep watching more and more footage of it, and I am excited. Oh, that's awesome, Gorax. I love that. What'd you get for lunch? I got lunch with my mom today. Reuben sandwich. Nice. Reubens are good. I love a good Reuben. Some people, they are the biggest fans of cabbage. Especially when it's boiled. But me, love the stuff. It's great. Love cabbage. It's the best. I love it. But nobody around me loves when I eat it. Oh no. Why did they put Rubens in a sandwich? What crime did he commit? Crime of being too tasty. Gotta put that man in a sandwich. He's too delicious. Being extraordinarily tasty. What an awful crime to commit. Hamza, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I'm from Indonesia. Well, welcome from Indonesia. Hello from America, I should say. Welcome on in. Anna, what's going on? What's poppin'? Hope you're doing well. Red again. I don't have a like goal. Can someone make me a like goal, please? We'll throw one up there. Or a funny joke. I'll take either one. Like goal 25. I'll take it. I'm gonna Google Uber. Excuse me. You got shiny Totodile on hard gold. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Congratulations, that's awesome. Doing a badge quest, so you're going for Mareep. Good luck on Mareep. I wish I had gotten Mareep last route. I think there's another chance for us to get Mareep. We'll see. Hopefully there is. The tunes are tuning today. They are. I agree. A lot of it is me just trying to get these eggs hatched too. If I lock in, I can get a good amount of steps in pretty quickly. I hope everyone's doing having an incredible time out there. I'm excited for lots of things, but what are you guys excited for? Let me know in the chat. Any video games you're excited for, or just life events? Next Sunday, we're going to a home and garden show. We're gonna do that this weekend. And then I wanted to go see my mom. So we did that instead. And then we were like, well, we can go next week. So we're going next week. I'm excited for Pokemon Day as well. It's almost a week from now. Or, yeah, almost. By the end of the week. It'll be a week from now. So, there you go. 2 weeks to go then, pretty much. I'm very excited though. I don't know if I want to really like react to the direct or anything that day. I'm sure I'll have friends that are streamers that will be streaming when that event happens. So if you guys want to go check them out, make sure you do. It'll probably be, well, I don't want to make any promises. But I love plugging them regardless, but you guys can go check out the dice arts. They'll probably be live at that time that day. So make sure you check them out. I don't know who else would be. Out of all the people I know and love. What do you think the next big mainline game will be? Gen 10 or Gen 5 remake? It'll probably be a Gen 5 remake first. I think Gen 10 is still a little bit further down the road. But who knows? I'm still hoping Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness get dropped that day. If they don't, and it's the Fire Red and Leaf Green remakes, and those remakes are $30, I will cry. I will. What will I do that day? If we don't get Gale of Darkness and Coliseum announced that day, but we do get Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then those copies of the game are $30 a piece, I'll probably... trying to think. It's a wild thing for me to do. And then he hit post. You know what I mean? I will... I'm trying to think. I need ideas. You were watching the start of the stream by accident? That's okay. Oh, I forgot. I haven't reset in a while. How long has it been since I reset? Oh no. That happens a lot too, unfortunately. It's okay, you know. I was dumb too. I responded to your question a second ago. I said hi. When I said Gen 5 remake is probably gonna, we're probably gonna get that before we get Gen 10. And that was actually a remake and not just a reskin, you know, or what's it called? Not a remake, but I forgot the other word for it is. Yeah, I enjoy Gen 5 as well. I think at first I didn't like Gen 5 that much, but the more I played Gen 5, the more I love it. So, reimagining? No, there's like a remaster. Yes, thank you. Remakes, I feel like, are built from the ground up, but remasters are a whole different beast. Or remakes, I mean, are a whole different beast. No, what I'm trying to say is remakes are the ones that, like, you can tell they actually remade the game. Whereas a remaster is they just kind of changed a couple things, but the guts of the game are still pretty much there. Like, I would say this is technically a remaster of Pokemon Emerald. If that makes any sense. Black and White and Black and White 2. Oh, yeah, that's the question mark, right? I think if you do true remakes of Black and White, you gotta do 3. I think the best option is black 3 and white 3. Honestly, like I honestly do. You continue the story even further. We go back to the region. It's a little different again, but it's pretty much the same place. And it's the continuation of the whole region's story again. I think that'd be sick. Will they do that? No. It'll probably just be like pure black and deep white or something. You know what I mean? It'll be something like that, or it'll sound like vaguely sensual. You know? Hype Squad right into the cosmos. That'd be amazing. Welcome back, Jess. Welcome back. Maybe even show us the true dragon. That's what I'm saying. Show us the true dragon. Black White 3 could be next Legends game. It could be, but will it? No. I doubt it. That would be cool, but I don't think we'll ever get that. Who even knows how long we'll have the Legends games even for? I think we'll have them for a while, but who knows? Jazz, thanks for the happy poop for 10 jewels. I'll take it. Legends EA to be in the past. Me too. I think the lore is more interesting than like the what could have happened or what could have happened stuff, you know? I think like lore has a bigger potential to be cooler. At least that's my opinion. Like EA has been cool, don't get me wrong, but I think it could have been done just as well if it was set in the past. Ooh. Well, weekend was good, Jess. It was good. Come down with a cold, but other than that, I'm doing good. Nothing too wild. Man, it's starting to hurt from doing this, by the way, so. Oh. Roy's asleep. Which is probably true. How was your weekend, Jess? Oh, it's pretty good. Has been super tired. Fair. That is fair. That is true, Anna. That is true. That is fair, Jess. I don't blame you. Sometimes I think I do drink too much caffeine. But I look at some people and how much caffeine they drink on the daily, and I go, nah, I'm good. This isn't that much. I do enjoy that game, Corex, yes. It was a ton of fun. And she's my parents' age? Jesus. That's awful. You should do something, do you? Especially if you're gonna just chug one. That's true, Joe. Sometimes that's just how it be. Oops, ramen. We're getting a new Mega Man game next year? Cool. That is neat. I am mildly interested. Depending on the gameplay, I will be excited, but we'll see. The Metroid fans. Metroid fans just got a new game, and I feel like they think they're still deprived for content. You know what I mean? That seems to be the general consensus. Well, I don't know. Maybe people enjoyed Prime, but a lot of the stuff I've seen on the internet has mostly been like discourse. People do not like the game. I thought it was kind of a waste after waiting all that time. A new Mega Man game would be cool. Depends on what we're getting. Mega Man, I feel like, has all sorts of different iterations, so if it's more of like the old school stuff, I guess that's cool. But we'll see. Mega Man 11 is so it's just like the classic ones. Why would you say it's in the style of Mega Man 11? Isn't that just the regular Mega Man? Or am I wrong? If it's still more classic Mega Man, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not gonna be interested at all. I'll watch like someone else play it, but I don't think I'd get it. About like 2018, I swear to God, if I Google this, Anna, and it looks like a classic Mega Man, I'm going to literally time you out. I'm gonna banish you to the Shadow Realm for wasting my time. Okay, no, this does look different. Okay, fair. So it looks like this instead. Okay. You want timed out for now, Anna. This is weird, I agree. That's kind of cool. That's stylized, I guess. But if it's the same gameplay, I don't know. I'm good. Mega Man, I feel like, is always the same game. And like, yeah, the areas are different or whatever, but at the end of the day, you see so many inconsistencies. Well, you know what, Area? That's the beauty of the whole thing. Is getting to look at it after it's been put together. Area. God, what's the reference I'm thinking of? I can see the scene in my mind, but I can't think of the characters or what show it's from. Oh, Parks and Rec. Where, have you seen Parks and Rec ever before, Harry? Have you ever seen that show? Nah. There's a scene where, this guy, hasn't had a job for a while, hasn't really done a whole lot. Not saying you're this character, I'm just saying, I'm setting the scene. And he sits there, and a bunch of his friends are all worried about him, and he goes, no, I've been doing stuff. I made a claymation. And then he goes and he shows them this video he made, and he goes, could a depressed person make this? And then it's this claymation set to, oh, I forget what song, but the video plays, and it goes for like a total of it's like a 6-second video, Harry. And he sits there and he puts his hands in his head and he goes, oh my God, that's nothing. I've done nothing for the past week. And I felt like I relate to that so much whenever I'm like creating something or messing with something I've never like messed with before. You know, I feel like I put so much work or effort into something if I've never like used the tools before. And then I look back on the thing that I've done and I go, oh God, I spent like 5 hours on this. But I've gotten nowhere. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good time. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate you a bunch. I'll check your deck out and I'll DM you later. Thank you so much for stopping in. But you know, Ari, that's all right. You know, you gotta look at it and at least being able to like look back on that creation and then go, I see where I could improve is always a good thing. I think, regardless. Individual frames for basically a looping animation. It's like 8 frames. Yeah, right? There you go. It's like 8 frames. There you go. I've never done a Nuzlocke before? No, never once. I've like started them before, but I've never done one all the way through. I think it's mostly because like, I don't know why not. I think it's because I don't love one Pokemon game enough to play through it a bunch of times after like losing or having a bad run or whatever, you know what I mean? Like Nuzlocks essentially make Pokemon into roguelikes, but it makes them into like the longest roguelike, you know what I mean? It's like such a time commitment. And like so much math. So Pilatra has easier math, you know what I mean? So that's all. That's what stops me from doing Nuzlocks. I don't play for days exactly. I feel like that would be me. I would get mad and I just wouldn't do it again. The baby's good, Crux. Thank you for asking. He's been doing well. He's been baby. That's what all there is to say. If you guys haven't liked the stream, make sure you do. 1 like equals 1 prayer for my throat. 1 like equal 1 prayer. Please and thanks. The stream's been pretty consistent. I do appreciate that. You like the stream? Well, thank you, Corks. I appreciate that. Cool. I'm getting really good at doing this loop. Like, whoa. Is it rough on this thumb? I changed my fingers. Terrible idea. Like muscle memory. I'm glad you got the one you wanted. Yeah, that's good. That is some good stuff. Whenever I do the Johto hunts on Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I just get the first one. Whichever one. Honestly, the best starter shiny hunt. If you ever wanted to shiny hunt a starter and you want like the perfect experience, in my honest opinion, Heart Gold and Soul Silver has like the best one. It's looking cool. That's good area. I'm glad it's working out. It's awesome. Whoa. Can we do this? You can't do that. The changing of scenery is like so jarring. We got no being in there. Cool though. Let's see if I can find a better line. Well, the Ruins of Elf look way different than they used to. Hold on. I'll have to check that out later. Oh my god, are we gonna have to do an unknown hunt? We might. We might have to hunt unknown. Depending on how that works out. This Togepi could take forever, for all I know, though. Be that annoying? Oh no. The only annoying part is endgame. My biggest tip to you is to have the team you want by like the 4th or 5th gym. And then I know you'll have other Pokemon you want to grab, but for the most part you want to make sure that that team is set. If that makes any sense. Hope it does. You're like, but wait, what if I want this Pokemon or this Pokemon? No, you don't. And you can get like 1 or 2 more Pokemon to train up, but I would stick to the main 6 you have by like gym 4 or 5. Probably gym 5. If you do that, you'll be fine. People complain about the level grind, but I think that's because people are like ditching half their team by the time they get to like gym 7 or 8. Or by the time they get to gym 7. Because they're like, ooh, shiny Gyarados. Ooh. All the fun Pokemon you can get at the Team Rocket hideout. Ooh, this, ooh, that. I feel like people screw up their teams royally. And they're like, well, why? There's a level grind. What? But I think if you stick with the team you have by gym 4 or 5 and you find all the trainers or whatever, I think you're fine. You'll be good. And, you know, I think, well, the Team Rocket stuff I forget is before or after gym 8. I think it's before. There you go. Well, you gotta still catch the Gyarados, but yeah. I don't blame you for not wanting to use it if you already got Feraligatr. I wouldn't bother. I'm just exploring here. Mystery Stone Panel Chamber. I think it's just what it's looked like before. They just changed a couple of the buildings, I think. Yeah, right, isn't it wild? I just found a shiny hoodoo. I agree. It's pretty nuts. Thanks everyone for popping out today. This stream probably won't be as long as the other ones have been, just because of my voice, so. But I appreciate y'all for stopping on out and saying hi. We'll still be streaming for a little bit longer, but just so you know. Probably wrap this up in the next like 15-20 minutes or so. Have you seen the new Mega Gengar card from the new set? I have. It looks pretty cool. Oh, I already opened them. But I got this in a vending machine, 151. It's nothing. I opened it because there was a hole in the back of the plastic. So I was like, even if I wanted to resell this, people would probably be sus about the hole in the back. So I said, screw it. I ripped it. There's nothing good in it, really. But I did also get a box of White Flare. And we got some hits in that. We got a Shiren for it. And Whimsicott for it. There you go. Whimsicott looks really good. Very cute. Excited about that. Glad to add that one to the collection. But other than that, not a whole lot. Black Bolt and White Flare are fun to open if you can ever find them. You're almost guaranteed a cool card. In like a pack of 6. I don't want to say I always get it, but usually you will. So. It's a fun set. It's mostly just because of the sheer amount of illustrated rares there are in that set. There's an illustrated rare for every Pokemon. In Gen 5, so. Your odds of pulling one are pretty good. A lot of the artwork from that set is really beautiful too. Gotta say they did a fantastic job. If you're ever looking for some dope looking cards that are really cheap, look at Black Bolt and White Flare. They are super inexpensive. So if you're looking for something fun to collect or grab some cards from, I would definitely check out those sets. But how lucky you found them in a vending machine, so we spent the price you should be paying for them. And not a penny more. Excuse me. Goodness. Sorry I have to hear that. If it was Gen 4, yeah, Gen 4 would be sick. I would just want the Empoleon online. I think that's all I'd really want. I'm sure the legendaries would look cool. And the mythicals as well. But I don't know. If there was much else from that set, I'd really have to. Well, I guess all the starters, honestly, would be pretty sick. And then Garchomp. Okay, there'd be a few. I really like the Infernape full card we got in Pocket. The IR in Pocket's pretty good. They honestly, just for fun, because it's the 30th anniversary, they should print some of those cards and just put all the cool looking ones into like a pack you can buy. And it's always a guaranteed like Pocket God Pack or whatever. I don't know if you would sit there and be like, these cards also are not like cards you can play for normal tourneys and stuff, because I don't know. They probably wouldn't be that good anyway. Like, I assume they would be cards you could run, but I don't know if they would break like the regular TCG or not, I guess. Some of them might not. Some of them might be kind of bad. Some of the cards in the TCG, they do some wild stuff, so. But that'd be cool if they picked a handful of them and just said, we'll make them into cards, why not? And just did it for the 30th anniversary, that'd be cool. That would be pretty cool. I like Long Starmie. Hey, do not badmouth that Long Starmie. I will not take that. Sitting down. Long Starmie is probably better than what Mega Infernape would have been. Just a little goofy. Yeah, I love it. I knew you were gonna say that. Gonna some Sun Wukong type thing. Yeah, the what? That's already the design. I don't know how you can make it more of the design it already is. It's ridiculous. I was like saying, yeah, we do make a Empoleon, we make it look more French. And what do you mean more French? Make a dragon for some reason? No, why would you do that? You gross, stop. Anna, you are the reason why I'm glad Pokemon fans don't have the reins on making Pokemon. Because some of y'all are just like, I don't know, throw dragon on it. Ew, stop. Why? I don't know, this dragon's cool, I guess. That kid from The Incredibles. Something amazing, I guess. But it's cool. Yeah, exactly. Whatever. Sure it is. If you're 12. We only have 5 cards for Roar Turtle. We need more. That's crazy. No, they'll drop Mega. Megas are only because ZA and Gen 6 and all that. We're not getting Megas back again. Just this and then Champions. I doubt we get any more Megas from here. We're probably done with Mega Evolutions for a while. That's true. Mega Evolutions are pretty good. Oh man. Alright, we're gonna open one more egg and that's gonna be it. Mostly because I was like, oh, I can stream and sound terrible. But it's not fun to talk like this either. So we'll wrap up after this egg. I appreciate y'all coming out here though. That's why I haven't really been talking too much because I'm like, I could, but it feels better to not talk. So we'll wrap it up after this. I appreciate everybody for coming out and saying hi though. Y'all been great. Sorry it's a short one today. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. This kind of hurts my hand after a while. Maybe we just do this hunt like a few more times, and then if I don't get the Togepi, I just say screw it, and we move on. Because this is probably not the most fun thing to watch either, I feel like. See me run back and forth like this. It's not even fun like the Goldenrod route. The Goldenrod one, at least everything changes a little bit. Oh, dang. Alright. Well, you all been great. I appreciate everyone for coming out today. I don't think I'm gonna give me money except for Jess, who gave me a happy poop for 10 jewels. So I appreciate y'all a ton for spending some time with me today. Y'all been great though. This has been fun. And this is Clockie clocking out. I will see you around.